I'm just gonna cover my nips really quick because I feel like I'm nipping. I don't have my shoes on.
Your feet won't show.
Okay.
Why do you need your shoes?
This is a decent place. A place.
No
of
one's
decency.
here.
Ryan's here. Cass Radio. You're listening to the elusive sounds of Cass Radio. We are so back. Finally.
Finally.
Hi.
Hi, Cass.
Hi, Soho.
Back in the studio.
Yeah. We're putting out heat this summer. We're putting out a lot this summer. It's a lot that I can't say because we obviously move in silence. Like, I mean, that's pretty much all I need to say about what we're working on.
What are we working on? What's going on?
Big things coming soon. I'm your local rapper from school. Big things coming soon. Big things coming soon. As I'm rubbing my hands like if I'm a fly. So a lot of changes, a lot of life changes. So I'm post-grad now. I could spill all the secrets from UTA. I used to go to school there. They dead named me at the graduation ceremony. Fuck you guys. I hate you. Let's see. There's a lot that has happened in the past month, but we're still here. And we're still queer. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, baby. All right. So speaking of months, so we spent the later part of the month doing apartment searching, which is very, very peculiar because when I usually looked for apartments, it would always just be for me. But when I was looking for apartments with Sohill, there's a lot of things that I had never considered, including the height of the sinks, the height of the shower, the height of the ceilings. Like I'm small, so it's just like it's like I can, if I fits, I sits type of situation. But yeah, we looked through different types of apartments in the general DFW area, and I really wanted this beautiful house that looked haunted, but it looked really quirky. But I just feel like houses are just harder to maintain, and when it comes to like having those problems, like I would rather pay for services like within the units rather than having to outsource my own vendors and like just like handling all that. Like, what if it's one thing, what if it's another? Yeah,
but
so
we found a cool place finally.
Yeah, we
not
did.
Finally, we only looked a little bit, but we found a place we really loved.
Oh
that
yeah.
Might have a unit up for the fall. So
Yes.
The timing's pretty good.
Yes, I'm also glad we're not moving in the crack of summer. Like, if we had moved this past weekend, it would have been a shit show. Like, it was just rainy. We've just been getting rain over and over. I didn't know I lived in the UK.
And timing-wise, I think it's just it's good timing-wise because obviously we're transitioning job-wise and financially, and you know, there's a lot of things. Like, we're both building our own businesses, so
Oh
a
yeah.
couple months to do that and get straight. We're gonna kill it.
Yeah, they're not ready for us. Like, we're trying to seem a little more legit than we usually are. I don't know if you noticed, but the format has changed a little bit. It looks so crisp. I don't mind it. I like the extra lighting here. I actually took the liberty of making these designs. I'm going to move the mic really quick so you can see them for
I'll
those tuning
narrate
in
the
through video.
designs.
Yeah.
So, Cass made a new logo for us. Guess what it is? And then another little logo. It's so cute. Cass also made my business cards, which I'll pull one out and show y'all. It's super cool.
Thank you. I never really saw myself as a graphic designer. This is just something I really like doing. I like playing with shapes a lot. I like making blobs. That's been my favorite thing to do. I've been like getting the sense that a lot of artists do not like Adobe Illustrator. I swear to you guys, like I only use it because it's free to me for now. But when that subscription's over, then I'm on the Procreate train. Um, yeah, I just like it's so much fun. Those are the business cards I made. So Sohil has a very unique problem where he has the same email, he has the same thing for his basically his name is his email and his social. So, um Hill. So Hill like, as I was putting the information, I just saw his name multiple times. And like I was just like, well, I mean, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me to have his name like over and over again. So I just made his name big and then I put the Instagram and the LinkedIn logos right next to his business card. And I was like, wow, that was really fun. That was really, I love that having like that creativity. Like I think that's why I lost my mind so much at school. I really appreciate the discipline to have deadlines, but I think the biggest problem was like I felt like my creativity was very stifled and like like even with my like I love my current job, but like I need to get out of there. Like I don't know, like I'm taking time to just like take a day off every week to just kind of build towards that goal.
Yeah, I think like one of the main things post grad is you've kept the work ethic that you had in school, but put it into learning new skills, developing your business. So like the business card design, all this graphic design, that's like very new skills that you just have taken to, and it's awesome and super inspiring for me as I'm also trying to build my own skill set back up.
Definitely. What's your next venture?
I am right now editing my portfolio and reel, which is very difficult because I'm not just a videographer, just a broadcast person. Like I have a large suite of skills that I'm trying to showcase in like a 1 minute video. And so I'm trying to get that together and then get a website going, which if only I knew someone who could help with that. But
Gee, I wonder who. Yeah, like basically, I love like website redesign. I love experimenting. I love trying to be able to find a style that's most consistent to me and to like my current clientele, which I'm lucky to have. Um, I am obsessed with making brand kits. Um, like as you can see, um, basically, even with our brand, like we were trying to structure the show in a way that is accessible in audio platforms too. So like I'm just trying to cut down on the ums and likes and just be able to to have like a conversation with y'all. And you know, it's all about keeping busy, really. Like yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I can think of. Like I've got to tell you, as far as job searching, like I'm not even going to try right now. I mean, like I said, I like my job, but you know, it'll like it's a great bridge job. Like, like even like my supervisor knows like if you need a letter recommendation, I've got you. And I'm like, "Okay, that's all I need. I'm just going to do my best every day and just that's it. That's it. That's it." And it's been working out pretty well. I'm very fortunate. I have really nice conversations every day with somebody different at work. I don't have to deal with customers. Like, it's a dream. And, I'm lucky. I'm very fortunate for that. I'm very, very fortunate for that. And, so yeah, like, with jobs, like, I'd love to work a hybrid. I don't know if I'd like to work a remote. I feel like my routine would just be kind of out of whack. Like I wouldn't be able to focus, honestly. Like I'd have to go to a coffee shop or like to like a workspace, like a co-working space or a co-op to like actually hone in and like focus. And a lot of it is like time management and stress management. I feel like I've been doing a lot better ever since I've finished my first month on Zoloft, which has been really really helpful for me. Um and there are pros and cons. Sohill had recently told me that people on the internet call it squirtrulline, so take that with a grain of salt. It The rumors are true. Like if you thought you had IBS before, I have to tell you, you're BSing.
But you kind of got accustomed to it, right? But then there was another side effect, the GERD, which just
Oh,
it's so sporadic.
oh, my GERD, my poor GERD. Oh, my GERD. Yeah. Yeah. No, I had like acid reflux. I feel so old. It's so bad.
No, it's super common. Acid reflux due to sertraline or Zoloft. So your doctor is trying to switch you over to Wellbutrin, right?
Well, she tried to switch me to Trintellix first. And well, Trintellix is super, super experimental and new. And it's like Zoloft's like funner cousin from Europe or whatever. But like that's how I see it. But Wellbutrin seems to me like the estranged aunt who's just coming back and you're like, I don't know you yet. Who are you? What are your vibes? So, so I'm making the switch to Wellbutrin a month after being accustomed to the Zoloft. So hopefully things go well. You know what? My dreams have been getting weirder and weirder. The most common thing I've been seeing in my dreams lately is snakes. And they usually like represent good fortune. I've been getting a lot of angel numbers recently. 6 planets are in Gemini as of today, and that's probably why everything's so sporadic. I don't know. I like astrology still. Like I'm still on that BS. But yeah.
If anyone has any experience with like SSRIs or SNRIs or anything like that, I think it would be super interesting to hear your experience.
Yeah, for sure. We should have a call in, honestly. Like I would love to talk to somebody who does I would love their experience and also just like adjusting to it. And even people that have had tried different types of medication and see how it worked for them.
Yeah, I'm super proud of you. I know it's scary to try these new
so
things,
scary.
but it's really been, I think, a net positive compared to when I tried them. It really worsened my symptoms and was super scary, and I'm glad that didn't happen to you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I was really scared to try them, but I mean, with I think the scarier thing is switching therapists, honestly. I think that was more terrifying than switching medication. Because at least, the medication, I mean, for in my case specifically, the medication works. And I'm really happy that, anytime I've had a really, really bad thought, it was like, nope, we're not thinking about that. I always felt it in this part of my head where it just, sent these signals to this part of my head and to the center. And, for now, when I have a bad thought, it just kind of just... And I'm like, oh. And, I think, I'm really fortunate that I get to go to the doctor and get to talk about, my symptoms and my headaches and, and, my not per se trauma, but like just like my feelings, you know, like how I feel. Like I'm like, well, maybe I feel like a chest thing here, like this part of my back hurts a lot. But yeah.
I think it's super important because like I hear a lot of, especially in this new like health and wellness stuff going on, like I hear so much against taking antidepressants or medication, and it's like, oh, you gotta, when these medications are life-saving. Like we just heard about a girl who went and did a study where they zapped her brain and her SSRIs don't work anymore for her. Isn't that crazy?
That's wild. I think
But
she
yeah,
should sue the university.
yeah. I think it's super important to like let people know like, hey, yeah, there's side effects, but these medications work for some people and they don't for others.
But like I feel like that comes from like a very like pray it away type of mentality. Like it
Pray
always
it away, but also like you know, people are like, oh, you should go on carnivore diet or you should work out more, which are, working out's a good thing, duh, but I mean,
but like it just seems so like, you know, it just seems so primitive when people say that. Like it's just like do you not want to like evolve from where you once were like, you know, I don't know. It's just it's a whole other thing.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, my experience with SSRIs and medication, I think I realized I had untreated anxiety, and like the SSRIs did not help. They like gave me really dark thoughts, and I was younger. I think that happens a lot more with younger people. But your brain's developed for better or for worse. No, I'm just kidding. For
My
the best.
frontal lobe finally developed, guys. So
Yeah.
yeah, like it was 4 years too late, but it finally developed right here. So enough about me. What have you been up to, Sohil?
So yeah, I got laid off. I've been working freelance at this.
We broke in here, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, no comment. No, the studio has been, it's pretty different right now. But
yeah.
but yeah, I've been working freelance gigs. I've been working as a freelance teleprompter operator for like a broadcast news show, national news show. It's a pretty cool experience. And then I was going to a lot of networking groups. I have, one of the biggest changes in the past month is I've stopped drinking, which,
Woo!
I mean, if y'all know me, for the past 10 plus years of my life, drinking was kind of a like cornerstone of my life, which sounds really weird to say, but it's just the truth. And to take a step back from it and really focus on where I'm going, my life, my future with UCAS and my career, it's awesome. Like waking up at 100 or let's say like 80% versus like 50 every day is really nice, and just experiencing things with you, how you experience them, is pretty nice.
We have a lot of fun, don't we?
We do. We've been we've even gone to some of these networking and
Oh,
seminar groups
yeah.
together, which is awesome because that's how we met each other.
We met at a seminar. Yes. Okay, so like I love these groups. I started going to meetups. And for the first one, I told Sohil, come with me. Like, I already put a +1 for you. So please come with me. And then we did. And it was a React.js event. And we were talking to the machine learning architect for Netflix. And I love the explanation. Like, I don't really know a lot about machine learning, but I would really love to, like, just do, like, a crash course, really. Yeah, it's so interesting. And then, you know, I really like to see people like interact with each other. Like, I'm usually terrible at these things because I'm always standing in a corner until somebody walks up to me and talks to me, and then I'm just like asking them questions. But I think with like, you know, we've gone to these events separate and together, but you know, somehow like there's always like a good like a lesson to have with these with these seminars. And when I was younger, and if I was in a place at the same time as, like, if I were in these networking groups when I was younger, like, I would think that everybody was my competition. But really, like, I don't think that now, because I feel like people's goals aren't the same as mine, and I've seen that a lot. Like, I think that's the biggest lesson college taught me, is that not everybody's goals are the same, not everybody's timeline is the same. And like, me getting my degree at 29 really proved that. And like, I don't want to work for a corporation, but I don't want to be a freelancer forever. So I want to be able to be like, so, like, I hate to get astrological again, but I truly feel that my purpose is to have a job so unique that it is tailored to me. Like, specifically, like, only I can do this job. Like, like, I mean, I hate to make it sound possessive, and that's probably why I'm doing, like, a million other things, because I want to find, like, that balance. Like, oh, let me do this. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. And, my summer goal, like, is to build a portfolio. So it's good. It's good. It's a lot of collaboration, a lot of community building, a lot of getting to know people. And I really appreciate getting out of my comfort zone finally and going to these events. So I'm really excited for our future. So, like, I mean, even when we went to the soft opening, like, that was awesome. Like, like, I felt at peace. I didn't know anybody there, like, only Sohil and Agnes. And it was just like, well, we knew Gino and Chris because Chris did our rush order, and I thanked her in person. I was like, I'm really sorry. Like, I told them, I'm really sorry. We did this rush job on you.
They reso printed these business cards for us really quickly.
Yeah. I'm loyal to them. But yeah, like, that whole environment is so peaceful and so, like, it's so sweet.
Yeah,
like,
huge shout outs to them. Really good hosts. Really cool community being built over there, which I think is something we both craved.
Yes. I want to go to, well, we went to the intro class, but we really need to go to the other class, the workshop on how to, like,
set up our files.
Yes. Yeah. I would really love to go to that
or
one.
If anyone is really good at, or experienced risograph printers, show us a YouTube video that really nails.
Please, we're looking for recommendations. We want to save them the hassle, but we don't mind going to the class either.
Yeah, of course.
The class is awesome. And yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of changes in our life, a lot of hope, and, like, really cool things on the horizon. There was, like, a couple weeks there that were pretty scary and shaky, just with all the transitions happening, and coming out of it on the other side feels really
stronger. Good. Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Yeah. So I've been driving so much because my job is in Fort Worth, and, like, just been driving around. And yeah, we've gone to Oak Cliff a few times, and just been eating, not out as much, which is good because health and money, but we have eaten some really cool spots.
We love Oak Cliff. I think I just, like, there's, like, a magnetic field where I'm always flocking to Oak Cliff. Like, even when I moved there, like, I moved to Oak Cliff. When I moved back from California, Oak Cliff. Like, now Oak Cliff. Like, But yeah, yeah. Okay, sounds good. So he's fixing his mic right now. He says he doesn't like how his mic sounds, which I understand. That's very valid. I hope I sound okay. I took the little, like, thing off.
You can tell it's pretty plosive.
Oh, really? Should I put it back on?
Yeah, but it's so cute without it. But yeah, put it back.
All right, give me 1 second. La, da, 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 da. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry. So, we are back. Should I just do like a transition? Like, we'll be back after these messages. Hi, I'm Cass. And do you like soda? I like soda. And for that, I say, oh my god. I can't wait till we talk about those movies. We'll get to that later. But honestly, yeah.
Check. Check. Oh yeah.
Wow, you sound so
Sounds
cool.
a lot better, right?
Yeah, your voice sounds deeper too.
Yeah, that one mic's fine. It's a good old classic, but come on, we're trying to give the people a high production show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if you want to talk high production, you should have brought the edibles.
It's okay. We can take a break on them tonight.
Okay, yeah, we've been all edibled out, but we'll get to that.
Well, there was like a good 2.5 weeks where I didn't even do anything. But yeah, past couple days, because we've been doing a lot. We'll get to that.
But yeah.
Yeah, Oak Cliff food. Cass showed me this spot, Banh Mi Station. I guess that was Cass's favorite spot.
It's my second favorite spot. It was my favorite spot over the pandemic, though.
I mean, we've been there twice in the past couple weeks and showed people and had a lot of banh mi and bao buns and Vietnamese coffee. Getting me
The bao buns, 5 spice pork belly is my go-to.
I love their brisket curry, brisket and red curry, and their
mac and
red
cheese.
curry queso is good.
Their mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
It's crazy. They used to have ice cream. They don't have it anymore, but it was so good when they had it.
What do you like about it? Because I know you, Cass, and when it comes to food, if you find something you like it mainly because it gives you some kind of comfort. What comfort does it give you?
I think it was like the way it melted, but like it was like a slow melt, and like it felt like you were eating it off the popsicle. I think they were like, it was like ice cream balls. Not necessarily mochi balls, but it was just like a scoop of ice cream. And like the texture was so like interesting, and they had I could have sworn they had mango. I could have sworn they had matcha, and I could have sworn they had taro flavor. But I don't know about the taro flavor though. I must have imagined it, but I imagined that taro flavor was vegan. And a lot of the people I went to Banh Mi Station with before the pandemic liked getting that vegan ice cream. Man. Yeah, Banh Mi Station's really good. Expensive, but really good. And, you know, around the corner is my favorite spot. Excuse me. Around the corner from Banh Mi Station is my favorite spot. I'm going to tear up while I say this, but it was Burgessa, and it was insane because I loved that place. And it closed down during the pandemic, or even a little bit before that. But I was so sad because the pricing was incredible. Like, you got a double patty, double cheese, tostada, like the works, like this burger with like large order of fries and a soda, for like $10, $9.50, no tax. It was so nice.
Yeah, I really wish I'd tried that.
I remember one of the workers there, like I think he was one of the servers. He came up to me and Sam because we were eating there at the booth, and he gave us like a strawberry shake with a whole donut on the straw, like for free, because I guess he made one extra. And I was like, we'll take it.
So apparently there's bird gessa now?
Yeah, it's in the underground, like the tunnels of downtown Dallas. We'll have to go. I'll probably pull a bar rescue and do recon, and then I'll confront whoever's in charge and then ask them for the owner, but like not really confront, but just like, hey, who's the owner of this place? Like, are they bringing back Burgessa? Because I need, like, I don't know if it's just pure nostalgia or just my love for burgers. Maybe it's both, but I really, really would love to have a burger from there. Should we franchise? Is this our next move?
I'm down. I can qualify for a loan, I think.
Oh, no, don't do that. I'll pay for the wedding, and then we'll franchise.
Get a loan for the wedding.
Yeah.
That's smart.
But yeah, like, you know, I've been liking, well, up here, my favorite picks are like Doghouse. I love Doghouse.
Yeah, I think you've always loved doggies, but
I love
been on
hot
a doggy
dogs.
kick lately.
I love hot dogs. You made the best hot dogs on Memorial Day.
Thank you.
Yeah, you and my brother-in-law are up there with.
He inspired me.
Yeah, those were crazy hot dogs. Those are so good.
Bacon wrapped with all the works.
That's really hot. That's really steamy and hot and juicy.
But Doghouse.
They really stepped it up. Well, I mean, they really okay, I'm going to quote, we haven't watched Bar Rescue in a long time, but I'm going to tell you this, they elevated the hot dog. How can you give me a plain old hot dog with mustard and ketchup and onions and then just bring it up? It's the second best hot dog I've ever had in my life.
What are you talking about?
The ones we had in Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. But what's the second best?
Doghouse.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Doghouse. So one day we wake up, it's Sunday morning, and it's like 8 o'clock. And Cass is like, I really want a hot dog. I'm like, okay. Like, I can make one or we can see. And Doghouse was open at like 8:30 or 9 in the morning on Sunday.
They open at 8 a.m.
Crazy. So we go there, down a couple doggies.
I ate 2 of them. I always get the downtown and the chili dog.
There's 2 locations. I love their corn dog. It's battered in root beer. But there's 2 locations. There's one in Frisco and one near Richardson right here.
Speaking of franchises, we've been on a continuous Taco Bell kick. Which,
I mean, that's just life.
I mean, yeah. I'm just like, what food gives me a little bit of variety and a little bit of spice, but won't turn my guts inside out?
For me, that's comfort food right there. It doesn't mess me up unless I eat too much, which I eat too much each time. But it's not because of the food. It's because of the quantity. But, we tried the Cheez-It thing. The big Cheez-It, like 16 times size Cheez-It Crunch Wrap. That was the first Crunch Wrap I've ever had. It disappointed me. I want to just try the big Cheez-It next time.
I liked it. You think
you loved it.
You think they baked the Cheez-It?
I think so. Probably comes pre-baked, actually, in a package.
You know, my old roommate tried to bake her own Cheez-Its.
Ooh.
She said it's hard. She said it's harder than it looks.
I've stuck cheddar in like the air fryer and tried to, dehydrate it.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
I think she was trying to bake it with similar to like a pastry, but yeah. What else? Fuck Velvet Taco. This is my rant.
That's my
rant. Velvet Taco gave me a cold sore. And that's why we've been off the air for a whole month, because we're waiting for this bad boy right here to disappear. I had a taco with lobster. Look, you can't even see it anymore. I had a taco with what was it, lobster? And then I just felt like something was hurting. I was like, why does it hurt so much? and I don't know if the lobster scratched the edge of my lips, but yeah, I just had like a cold sore.
It was
that
like
just-
immediate, but that's not how the herpes virus works. I don't think through
Was I
lobster,
too
but who knows?
was I too close to the mic last time? Like,
Maybe
ugh,
because it
ugh.
was last time we filmed, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Now you see my beef with Velvet Taco.
For different reasons, but yes, I can see now. I'll probably be back again. We were
We
back
have been
again.
back.
Yeah, we have been back again.
Ah,
We never learn. That's our problem with food. We never learn. We always say I'm hungry, and then I down 10 nuggets and a whole chicken sandwich, and then I'm like, oh.
was that 10 nuggets?
Yeah, I had the 10-piece nuggets.
You got me 10?
I got you 6.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know how hungry you were, but I also
Good
got
call.
you a double.
Yeah, that was too much.
Mm.
That, yeah. Oh, yeah, I wanted to say I stopped drinking, and I know people have mixed feelings on drinking non-alcoholic beer, but I like beer a lot, and non-alcoholic beer is pretty good.
Nice.
We also we'll get there, I think, but at Texas Theater, like, everywhere we go, they have like mocktails.
Mocktails. Yay. It's in to be sober, everybody. Take notes. Being sober is the move. Being sober is the move. And I'm not just saying that because I can't drink on medication. Okay, like, I've just been seeing mocktails everywhere, and I'm telling you, it's going to be the next big thing. Last year it was seltzers. No, that was 2 years ago. Last year it was like ranch water, right? What was it?
No,
What was-
seltzers. Okay, if you want my analysis, seltzers were 2018, 2019. Ranch water was 21, 22, like right post pandemic.
Yeah.
And then last year was, I think, the start of like the sober sips and like weed drinks.
Oh yeah, weed drinks have been pretty big. I'm not particularly interested in them. Anything with CBD, like, it's just like
No,
a
like
headache.
the THC drinks.
Yeah, but it's not real THC.
It is okay.
It's not.
It's Delta 9. It's real.
Yeah, but you know how I feel about Delta 9.
Delta 9 is the stuff. Oh man, never mind. It's okay.
Looks like we're gonna have to have a weed lesson in one of our shows. So if there's any people who own a dispensary but secretly, we won't rat you out. This is an undisclosed location.
I mean, we
Please
have a
let us-
family friend who has one here in Carrollton.
Oh yeah.
But they do Delta 8 because that's what you're thinking of, the bad shit. Delta 9 is just straight up weed that we've been smoking for decades. It's just they get it from hemp. So it's, not taken from from flower, but it's still the same chemical.
Nice. Nice.
I knew we couldn't do an episode without me mansplaining some shit.
You love it though. You love this dynamic. You love me being the really ditzy cute blonde.
Oh, your hair. Look at that.
Yeah, it's growing in pretty nicely. Thank you, Elizabeth. Honestly, she's the only one I can trust with my hair because she knows exactly what I need for my hair. I'm like, I want to change. She's like, boom, you got it. And honestly, like, she cut off this much. Look at how it's grown in like a month. Like this much. Like I got those 2 inches back in a month. I'm telling you, she's got the hot hand. Mano caliente.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went to Texas Theater and they had mocktails. First time I saw the mocktail list, which has those ritual, the fake spirits or like non-alcoholic spirits.
I like them.
Yeah, I could taste more in yours. Yours was like a
Tequila.
hibiscus drink. Mine was a whiskey, kind of like a Kentucky mule with whiskey and ginger beer. The ginger beer overpowered it. It was like a $10 ginger beer. Really good, but That's because I love ginger beer.
You should get the one I had last time.
Yeah.
Next time, sorry.
But sorry, I
No,
was gonna
you're
say
good.
like, yeah, we've been to Texas Theater a few times in the past couple weeks. You
Oh
want to talk about
man.
it?
Oh man, yeah. Oh my god. So we did a double feature. We saw I saw the TV Glow. Beautiful movie. It like it's not every day you come across a movie that like genuinely like sees you as a person. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is how film bros feel when they see American Psycho. This is my American Psycho. This is my Fight Club. Like, this is my movie. Like, this, like, I just felt it so much. And I cried. I cried. And, you know, it was so quiet when the movie ended because it was just so, like, jarring, like, of everything that's happened. And, you know, I like to explain it to people that it's not a movie about nostalgia. It's about a movie about what could happen if you don't, like, accept yourself, if you don't see yourself through it all. Like, you know, like, if you're just having time pass by, like, you know, time's gonna pass by, like, regardless. So it's just like you, like, would you rather spend it, like, being, like, and, you know, I understand, like, especially with the main character, like, maybe there was no, like, reason or motivation, but I mean, even, like, living vicariously through the show, like, I can understand that. I really hope this is a soft pitch for that show within the movie universe.
Yes, I really want that show to be made. That director is incredible. They did. We're all going to the World's Fair.
She's so
Just
good.
the music and the vibe
Oh
and like
man.
everything. Please make the Pink Opaque TV show. Please.
Please.
Wait, that was the name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I think
Yeah.
even like the way the main character the like, you know, even the way the character talked about the Pink Opaque is the way I used to talk about Gravity Falls, and I had the book and everything. And I had the number 3 book with the glow in the dark, like you'd have to use a black light to see all the extra drawings. um yeah, like, you know, it is really like that. I get it. It's
Yeah.
it's
There's this
beautiful.
running joke that I don't love movies. Like I was a horrible film major because I don't really like movies, but the movies I like, and that's the kind of movie I like. Me and my brother talk about this a lot because my brother's like sometimes tells me like when we talked about Beau's Afraid, like he's sick of movies that are like make you think too much or too interpretable or like I'm paraphrasing. He's more nuanced than that, but like I love the movies that have so many interpretations that basically are vibes. The director or the writer probably has intent with it but doesn't really spoon feed it to you.
Mm.
We watched The Worst Person in the World and finished it, and I think that also kind of had that vibe.
Man, I always cry to that movie. Like, I've watched it maybe like 4 or 5 times. Like, it's like there's just something about it that I really enjoy. Like, I guess just how linear it feels. Um, like, I think also like with the what you said about the messaging about like it not being spoon fed to you. I mean, you know, we watched The People's Joker before that.
Oh man, did we
And
talk about that?
I don't think we did, but The People's Joker was one of the best movies I've seen, honestly. It's
Yeah,
so
also at Texas Theater.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of
I mean,
top.
they've been putting it out. Like, I need to talk to whoever curates that selection, but I think that it's been so good lately, like especially with movies like that. All they need to do is tie in another Everything is Terrible tour, and I'm in there. No, but
Yeah, if y'all
yeah.
have the chance to see People's Joker, see it like in the theater, find it online.
Oh
That
my god.
movie is so freaking good.
It's so funny. Oh
Man,
my god.
it's crazy. It's devastating, funny. Like, it was great.
It was I'm so glad that they didn't get I mean, I think they got a cease and desist, but it was a crowdfunded movie and it was made during the pandemic and like you could obviously tell, but like just I don't know, it's my kind of movie. I love it. Like the narration was good, the writing was good, the direction was good. The director, Vera Drew, funniest, like one of the funniest people. Like I enjoyed it so much.
Yes. So we saw that before. We saw that
Yeah.
after the Justice album listening party.
Oh man.
It's funny because last night we did a similar thing.
Where we went to a
went to a
listening
listening
party,
party,
and then we went to a movie.
at Texas Theater. But that first time we saw People's Joker, and then in between I saw the TV Glow, and then you said we saw a double feature.
Yeah, we saw a double feature between I saw the TV Glow and Aggro Drift. So, Aggro Drift.
It's Harmony Korine's
Newest
new
movie with
movie.
Travis Scott, and Travis Scott only comes out for like 5 minutes total. So like it's exactly what they did with Bad Bunny for Infinity Train, where they like put him at the forefront and he's only there for a fraction of the movie. Anyway, the thing that was special about this movie was that it was in infrared.
Yeah, the whole thing was shot in infrared, I think, and then there was like overlay, like AI generated, or
yeah.
it might not have been AI generated.
It kind of looked
but it
AI
looked
generated.
just constantly changing visuals. It was all in like a 4:3 aspect ratio.
It looked like a giant cutscene, honestly.
Yes, looked like a giant GTA cutscene.
We all came to the conclusion that it could have been shorter, maybe like 20 minutes.
I thought it was so cool though. The music by
my
Arab
God.
Music,
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
and like basically, you want to do the impression?
Oh my god.
This was the whole movie.
I love my wife. My wife's fucking hot. I like to kill people. My kids are angels. Nothing will ever happen to them.
That was the movie. It's about an assassin, basically, pontificating on his life.
What was that word you just used?
I don't know. I've been working for 6-7 hours straight on I've been doing a lot of caffeine. So I guess I'm not sober, but a lot of caffeine, which is new for me. But I
You
like
should get into gardening instead.
Gambling it's pronounced gambling.
Oh my god. Not you too. Oh.
But yeah, I liked Aggro Drift,
my
but I wouldn't recommend it to anyone.
I think it's like if it's like on a major streaming platform and you're having
Don't
friends
watch it.
over and you're having friends over and you're high as fuck and you have it like on like a low volume in the background, but you guys are like doing something else, like either playing a video game or you guys are making music, like this can just be in the background. Like
Oh yeah.
it like you guys have to be high as shit or something. I don't know.
I can't imagine watching that high.
I wish I was high. Like I think it would have been
That
more
would be
enjoyable.
terrifying.
It would have been more enjoyable.
There's some really cool shots, like the opening shot of him strangling with the devil, like demon.
Oh, yeah,
behind.
that
I
was
love
pretty
those kind of
cool.
shots.
That was really cool.
But your friend Chad had some good, valid points about Harmony Korine and how, they're valid, or like it's a good like thing to think about. How Harmony Korine is more exploitative than, than just like he puts on.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is like probably the second movie I've seen from Harmony Korine, and I mean, I can see that. Like, it's because he said that Harmony Korine, like, doesn't like the writing doesn't come from a genuine place, and I mean,
Which he may be right. It's just the writing's fucking insane.
I mean,
so.
it is. It's kind of like. I think all of those writers have like a distinctive style, like Gaspar Noé, or like Lars von Trier, or like even like Greg Araki.
Yeah.
Like Greg Araki, like his writing is like nonsense sometimes, but it's
Another
like you
like
get
one
it.
of my favorite movies I saw at Texas Theater, Nowhere.
Like, that was sick. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
But yeah, so last night we did. It wasn't. We went to a listening party.
We went to see Charli XCX. No, we went to
Take
her
it
listen.
off.
Okay. But I can't really. Hold on. Yesterday we went to go see Charli XEX. Well, we didn't go to see her, but oh god, I'm taking this off. We didn't really go to see her. I'm just gonna cover my nips really quick because I feel like I'm nipping. But we went to go see the Brat. We went to go listen to the album listening party for Brat XCX6 baby. Yeah, it was awesome. Oh my god. Like I'm not a fan. It was so much fun. Like I mean,
yeah, well, when I first met you, you were not a fan.
It's not that I wasn't a fan.
You were indifferent.
Yeah, I was more of a Sophie stan. But yeah, I mean, like, I really enjoyed the album. It was really worth the hype, especially because I didn't listen to the leaks. A lot of the fans, like, I've noticed that her leaks are, like, it's like a very common thing that her shit gets leaked, like, months or weeks before it's supposed to come out. But this time it was only a day. So that was the most successful, like,
Oh, wait till I tell you about XCX World.
Oh man.
Lore. But what's with the new trend of album listening parties? I mean, we went to Josie Records this time for the Brat listening party. We went to CD Warehouse last time for the Justice listening party. Was it a thing? Like, I don't remember that being a thing when I was in college or as popular.
I'm starting to like them. I think it's just like people. Like, I think there's just more awareness to record stores in the area, but also you get a feel for their selection of music and the general vibe you get. Like, with CD Warehouse, I didn't even know there was a record store, like, literally down the street from my school. And then with Josie Records, I didn't know there was a record store that close to us, like, you know.
Down the street from your work.
Down the street from my work. Oh. Yeah, basically. It was, like, 10 minutes away. And, you know, I think that while album listening parties are still a new experience for me, I could see that it was a new experience for a lot of people. Because, I mean, I couldn't help but overhear a person talking yesterday, asking, like, what do people really do at listening parties? I think you asked that question. I must have misremembered it. Like, what do people do? Do they dance? Do they just go to the aisles? Like, is it like...
Yeah, because our experience at Justice was just like us and like two other people.
There was a young kid at the Justice listening party, 16-year-old, talking to Sohail about French electronic music, and I'm like, wow, you know, there is hope for kids. The kids are okay.
Yeah, and so me and you danced, and that was cool, and it was like small and intimate, but then. This one, more people showed up later. We showed up 2 hours early.
Yeah.
I had a kombucha in my pocket and a yerb in my pocket for you. And by the time the party came around, it got all warm. But yeah, we spent 2 hours just digging through all the vinyl and all the CDs. And
we played roulette, really.
Yeah, we just kept like finding cool looking things and then looking them up online and then saving them. And then we bought some. Oh, the stuff we bought's in the other room. Damn.
Oops. What did you buy?
Just cool looking. Okay, so we bought a Beavis and Butthead like album that has a bunch of songs, and I guess they like commentate on it. But that looks super cool. That was a CD. And then.
Hey, cutie. Do you want me to bring it in?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have my shoes on.
Your feet won't show.
Okay. I'll be right back.
But yeah, I want to take this moment and say I'm so proud of Cass. I love Cass so much. This has been a very trying, rough, not trying, but like, transformative couple weeks. And
Give me a
I
sec.
love you, Cass.
I
Oh,
love you. Give
come
me a
on.
sec. I forgot my shoes.
Why do you need your shoes?
This is a decent place. A place.
No
of
one's
decency.
here.
Ryan's here.
He's not gone yet?
I think he's leaving.
Well, that ruined that.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I love you. Yeah, got some cool stuff from the dang. Josie Records, shout out Josie Records. They handled the album listening party really well. So did CD Warehouse. I think next time we might try going to a new spot, maybe Spinster or Good Records, but definitely want to see how all the different local shops handle them. The record store in downtown McKinney needs to get on this train, I think. But yeah, we got some good finds at Josie. Cass is coming in with them. We got the Beavis and Butthead CD. The other CD I got was by this. I think are they Mexican? I don't know. It's Spanish.
Okay,
Yeah.
You're gonna have to start this haul over, cutie. I
Yeah.
think they were watching this in the other room.
Who?
I
Who's
don't
in
know.
the other room?
The TV was on, but I crossed paths with Ryan. I think he did a circle.
Okay.
Okay. So, let's talk about what you found.
Yeah. So I got the Beavis and Butthead CD. Oh yeah. Hold it near your face because I can't control the. Yep. It's not autofocus. So
Okay.
and then this one called Allison by who's the group?
Allison.
That's the group?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's like can you see, is it Mexican or
It is. It's
okay.
regional Mexican.
Yeah,
This is
it's Mexican pop punk from like 2005, I believe.
2006.
2006. Super cool. Just listen to like a snippet. We
The
gotta finish
Rockeros
it.
from Eagle Pass love this one. This one, Zoe, Panda.
I'm so worried with this one and the next one that we're gonna listen to them and love them and then look them up and they're gonna be so canceled because they're pop punk from the mid 2000s. Like this one. This one's what's her name? Farewell.
Hello, goodbye, farewell.
Yep.
They should do a tour.
Farewell, hello, goodbye. We
Like-
missed Hello Goodbye a few months ago.
I don't want to talk about it. But look at the cover. This was so cute.
That's also like pop punk vibes, that era. And then vinyl wise,
We're playing roulette with these.
yeah, it just looks cool as heck.
$2.
Yeah, Josie was impressive. When I first walked in, I thought it would be like a kind of like a bougie record store, but the layout was kind of like, like that. But I think after looking through, they had a pretty good selection of like other records.
This one looks sick.
I can't wait to listen to that.
I found a lot of good music through there, so I'm really happy that we got to go. I'm happy that we got to spend time, and it was a really good experience, honestly. Like, get out.
So, Justice and Charli listening parties. The Justice album dropped. Charli album dropped. If you could, which song from each album do you wish you wrote, Cass?
This is the question of the week.
It's leading to the question of the week, yeah.
Okay, so from Justice, I wish I could have wrote Incognito, for sure.
Yeah.
That one just feels like I'm ascending to the sky.
I think, yeah, for me, it's hard. Dear Allen or Generator.
Dear Alan's so sweet. It's so wholesome.
Yeah.
And for Brat, I feel like 365 is
Yeah.
crazy.
It's hard not to say that one. This album's like visions anthems or all her closers are always bangers.
Well, I really liked So I know it's kind of cheesy to have a tribute, but like I told you yesterday, like Charli XCX I think is the only person that can speak on and still like attribute a lot of her work to Sophie. Whereas where Caroline Polachek, like it was kind of like from the song I Believe, like it's nice and it does sound Sophie inspired, but like I mean, I don't think they've like exclusively worked together. Then with Saint Vincent, it's like a whole other story. I'm just like, bruh, like we got it. Like join the fan club, join the millions of fans that like us that never interacted with her and have a parasocial relationship with Sophie. And
Yeah, I have no idea what St. Vincent was doing writing a song about Sophie. Caroline was very, part of that scene, tangential. It's whatever. But Charli is definitely, out of all those, the closest to Sophie. And this one, like, hit. Very weird to put on this album, in my opinion. Doesn't really fit the theme of the album, the vibe of the album. It's probably, like, I was telling you, a heartbreaking, beautiful song. Probably a skip if I'm listening to the whole album. It's like a song I'd go to if I wanted to listen to it.
I think About It All the Time is that for me.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to listen to the album again. I don't remember the exact names of the songs and stuff.
It's the second to last one about the baby.
Oh, I love that one.
You like it?
Wait, which one did Cody, turn to you and say, like, this one? I think it was that
Apple.
one. Oh, Apple. Apple's phenomenal. I wish I wrote that one. I wish I wrote 360 and 365. And no, back to back. That melody. That back to back melody.
The drop, the one after the chorus.
The main chorus melody.
Oh yeah. I liked Girls So Confusing. Everything Is Romantic. That one is great.
Yes, that one's good.
That one's like,
but I mean, we get it. George.
I mean, I would mention you in every song if I was like.
It's funny because she wrote another album very like heavily inspired by a partner, How I'm Feeling Now, and like inspired by others. But she mentioned she never mentioned the partner by name, which I think was because he didn't want to be super public. But it's just like, yeah, I don't know.
I think there's a lesson in that. Like, be with someone who wants to go public with you.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was his choice, not hers.
But yeah.
I guess like we're trying to, you mentioned we're trying to do segments here. I don't know how we're doing. We will have to watch the tape back, but before going into the next segment, I just wanted to say, when we're talking about media, we've been watching Succession. I finally caved in.
Oh.
I'm on season 3 of Succession, Cass's favorite show.
I love that show. Oh, man.
Maybe after I'm done with it, I can give my full thoughts, but that show slaps.
It's so good. It's so Hill coded.
It's so boring. It's so good.
It's the color beige, but as a show.
And it's intense, but it's boring as hell, but it's very good and
okay,
intense.
I'm going to tell you this, baby. Like, this next episode we're going to watch, it's the shareholder meeting.
Oh, shit. I'm ready.
This one has me stressed.
This show turned me into a capitalist.
This show has me stressed over a fictional shareholder meeting. I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, Kendall...
Is he he's obviously your favorite character.
Oh, for sure.
It's the rap that got you, huh?
Oh, no.
My...
It's probably I think they give him some depth. And
top 3 characters.
Greg, Logan, Kendall.
Honorable mention.
Logan. Shiv is fun because she's pretty ruthless. Jerry and Roman. Man, there's no top 3 character. Carl.
Carl. Okay. Oh man, it was the line where he's like, full disclosure, I'm having a panic attack right now.
I was dying. That was so funny. But
No, okay. I love Jerry. I love Roman. Who else do I love? I love Jess. She's like the most consistent character. She has more lines this season. So.
She like disappeared for a season.
Yeah, I was like, why aren't they booking her? You know, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of trivia about Succession. That you know how the actor for Kendall's a method actor. Like, he would go on the set and ask, "Where's Jess?" Like, that's why she appears more in these seasons because he, like, the actor personally requested for her, like she was his assistant. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's just acting, dude.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what the actor for Logan says. He's like, it's just acting. Like, I don't understand this new age, like, approach to acting.
Just, like, go read the lines.
Yeah.
Like, set up a teleprompter.
He's
read
a
the
good
lines.
actor. I'm not going to lie.
Kidding. Acting's awesome, but,
yeah.
You know.
They're all good. Like, when you heard Matthew McFadden's, like, real voice, the guy who plays Tom.
Crazy.
That's wild. I loved him in Pride and Prejudice. I was like, oh my God, I can't unsee it. Like, he's such a heartthrob in this movie, but it's still Tom at the same time. It was good.
Anyway, I don't know if anyone cares about my views on Succession, but I'm going to keep
care.
bringing them to you. I know you care.
I care. I love you too. That's why we have this show, because I care.
That's true.
I care. I care to know.
I love, you know.
Do you care to know? I care to know.
I care to know. But thinking about it, like, at the beginning, first, like, many, many months of our relationship, we didn't watch any TV or anything, really. You remember?
I think because we didn't really know each other at that point, like, what shows we watch.
Well, like, I mean, eventually, you know, like we would.
Cause like I think like I would mention these shows and you haven't seen them, and I would just watch them on my own. Like when we talked about Atlanta, and then when I talked about Succession, and I think slowly like we started like integrating it, or I'm just like I'm gonna put something on, and then like it'd just be a thing we'd watch.
I think it was just a big time thing. Like we didn't really have time. We're constantly making plans. I think at the beginning of relationships here, yeah, getting to know each other, talking, and then you get more comfortable just existing with each other, and then, you know, finding each other through different media and stuff. I think that's got to be a common experience with people, but what I really enjoy as of recent is like kind of finding the balance between those. Just after you've graduated, there's just been more time for balance, I feel like.
I'm so appreciative of that. I think that's what college has taught me, to be mindful of your time. But like college took over like 75% of like my decisions in my life, and now that I don't have that anymore, like there's no like post grad clarity really. It's just more like, oh, well, I have all this time, yay, like I could do stuff I want to do, and it won't be graded, or it won't be like I really love feedback though, so I just kind of show people like, what do you think about this, is this good or bad, what do you think about this, is this good or bad, and then I love feedback. I live for that shit, is what I've learned. But you know, I think also just like kind of back on the job search thing, I just really fucking hate LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn is funny as fuck.
It's
let's put this up on LinkedIn. Well, let's just use LinkedIn for this.
Let's use LinkedIn ironically. It's time to use LinkedIn ironically. This is what it taught me about B2B sales, all right? It taught me that I want to go back to back to back to back. That's
Hell
it.
yeah. Real quick, again on Charli, I just want to so it is mind blowing to me that Charli is doing a stadium tour, co-headlining with Troye Sivan. I don't know what Universal did, or like what her label, I guess, I don't know what her label did to like position her as like a forefront mainstream person now, as opposed to like all the other opportunities they had to do. But I don't like, so there's a Live Nation breach with data and stuff going on, but I don't know what Live Nation was thinking putting like these artists in these arenas. And I know it's a discourse right now, and I love Charlie, but like she like American Airlines Center, I don't know.
I think a better venue for her would probably be like maybe Toyota Music Factory. I feel like people would be dancing at the lawn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I already bought tickets, so there's no going back.
Well,
and my information has already been breached because 590 people got breached, and I'm one in 590 million people.
Thank you, Ticketmaster.
Thank you for the security fees.
No, for me, it's more so like, think about the fan base. Like, it's really weird to me seeing Charlie's fan base transform to something like, she has a very loyal fan base, but they are club people. They are like, they're not, in my opinion, like not really arena goers. There are a lot of arena goers and like people who would go see Taylor Swift or whatever who listen to Charlie, but it's like, to me, the core fan base would much rather see Charlie in a theater or I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you also have to consider like her presence on the internet. Like, it's like pretty big now. Like, especially on TikTok. It's always been big on Twitter. That's how I know as much as I know about her prior to meeting you. But like,
yeah, she has the best guerrilla street team, and then like combine her fan base and all that they do for her with this huge major label push that she's getting from her label.
I mean, even with the Boiler Room set, you could tell like she's been skyrocketing. Like, her Boiler Room set was the most RSVP'd one that
for sure
that they've had. And like, I think like even when she showed up to do that 360 TikTok, like there was crowds and crowds of people. Like,
that's what's blowing my mind. Like, where have these people been? Like, I've, in cities and stuff, like I definitely meet people who like her, but not, Charlie comes up in conversation a lot, and maybe it's just because I've been surrounded by a bunch of
the TikTokification
normies
of Charli XCX.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's like that.
Are there any other songs you wish you wrote? Not off these albums, just in general. What's a song you wish you wrote?
I think this is a good question. Have you thought of any answers?
It's so hard to choose one. I think like,
it doesn't have to be a permanent one. Like, one at this moment, right here, right now.
Pretty much anything from, so like, I would say like, Never Coming Home by Hazel English, or like, Apartment Complex by Hazel English and Daywave's discography.
Oh man, there's something else we need to talk about. But
oh yeah.
So if I were to write a song, and it's gonna sound very superficial, but I think it would be Break It Off by Pink Panthers. I was so jealous when that song came out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was so jealous. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, it was just like, I couldn't stop listening to it though, but it was so like, cause I had been listening to drum and bass before that, like literally right before that, like that time period from the pandemic, the summer of the pandemic, to like when that song came out, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's probably one of the songs I wish I wrote.
I think also like Unlock It by Charli or Official by Charli. Those are some of my faves.
I was gonna say, okay, so speaking of Live Nation, speaking of concerts, last week we went to go see Two Door Cinema Club, and it was awesome. I had so much fun. This was our first concert, like both of us being sober, and I had a really good hot dog. It was the greasiest, meatiest chili dog with like the top of the chili that like is all like crusted up. So good.
Yeah, we went
So
to
good.
Alamo Draft House beforehand to get a little bite, and we thought Daywave opened for Two Door Cinema Club.
Which is why Sohail got the tickets.
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to see Two Door Cinema
Me
Club. Shout
too.
out like high school, and if you know, basically with Two Door. But I hadn't listened to anything after their first album at all. I don't think I will, but they played a lot. I looked at their set list a few months ago. They played a lot from their first album that I was happy with. They play Eat That Up, It's Good For You, one of my favorite musical moments, very cathartic. But I saw Daywave is opening. Daywave never tours, and Daywave is my favorite, like really big inspiration. So we think Daywave's going to come on a bit later, so we go to Alamo Draft House. We run into one of Cass's friends and hang out with him and like his friend, and his friend says that Daywave's going on at 7, right? And I'm like, oh shit, like we thought he'd go on at 8.
Yeah, and I
So-
asked her, where did you find this information? And she said from Two Door's official Instagram. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
We
we're
gotta
like,
go.
okay.
I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much. Like,
Well, no, it wasn't like that. It was like, oh, okay. And then it got closer and closer. And then I keep squeezing Cass's hand because I'm like, please, Cass, like, I
Yeah,
love hanging out, but please, I really want to go. And then I'm like, it got to like 6:50, I think, or 6:48.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we got to go to the venue and get in. And we made it like right on time. And
yeah, it was awesome.
he sounded amazing. You sounded great. Can't wait for your next tour. Please bring Hazel.
I know. Like, she could have come out for a little bit.
I mean, you ended with PDA.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, it was like fate that happened, because out of all the things that could have happened, it was like very cause and effect, because my plan was to go to the Maria's listening party and at Good Records, then go to the concert right after, and then have a little bit of time in between to see Daywave, because a lot of the set lists were telling me like, oh, Two Door Cinema Club comes on 2 hours and 37 minutes after Doors. And, a lot of people, I guess because it was Eastern time, so it said doors open at 7. And, I was just like, okay, well, then that's fine. We don't have any reason to rush. But then, doors did open at 6, and they did come on like 2.5 hours after Doors. And, like a lot of the set list was awesome. But, it was crazy because, it was very cause and effect, because you have this storm the night before, knocks out all the power, which is very unfortunate. I really hate that Garland looked the way it did when we drove through. And, trees were all over, lights were not working. It was very chaotic. And then we go to the Good Record store, power is completely out. No place is open. Like, there's not even a sign that says that they're closed. But there's like at least like 10 people already outside at 5:50 to listen to the Maria's new album. But I looked at my my Instagram, and I saw that they were closed because of the power outage. And it was a bummer. But, then we decided to go eat and have a little snack at the Alamo Draft House. And then we saw my friend. And then we saw my friend. And, it it was like weird catching up because it was an old coworker that I hadn't really gotten to like have an individual conversation with. So it's like, yeah, like we're going to this concert, and he's like, oh my god, we are going too. And then like it just kind of built up from there. And then when we saw that Daywave was officially playing, I was like, wow. Like I was like thinking, we gotta go. Like, thank you guys so much. Like, we crashed your date, but I mean, not the date. We crashed your hangout. We're gonna leave. Thank you so much. And you know, we got so hungry. I ate popcorn and chips and pizza, and it was a good time. The songs were great. Like, they played Costume Party, and I had always wanted to listen to that song live. And like, even like when they have the live version in the Beacon Deluxe album, like it kind of sucks. Like, I have to go to YouTube to listen to that. But this time it was so good and it was satisfying. I wish I could have recorded it so I could have my own live version. But yeah. Speaking of music, we actually entered an NTS contest for the summertime. And
heat wave.
Yeah, the heat wave competition for NTS radio. So even though we haven't heard back from them yet, they're probably going to be like, oh, Cass, oh, not this person again. Like, I've tried persistently to try to get a submission in. But yeah, hopefully they pick us. I like our picks. Like, we joined forces. We made a playlist. We decided what would be our first song, what would be our last song. You know, Sohail mixed it really well. I really love the way the beginning mixes, and then there's like an abrupt stop and it goes to another song. I'm like, whoa. So yeah, hopefully we could put that up somewhere for you guys to listen to.
Oh yeah, we should. I really want to we'll get our SoundCloud going, put that up, and then I want to get back to the
mixing?
idea of live
like a radio
stream DJ sets.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I want to do.
We have a lot in mind for this show and just like stuff we're doing together creatively, and really appreciate anyone who cares or not. It's for us, but
you know, like, I don't care if no one cares, you know? Like, honestly, I care, and that's all that matters to me.
yeah, this is so fun to do with you.
I really enjoy this a lot. Like, I'm glad that we're getting into the habit. I feel like even with my talking flow, it's gotten better. Like there's no like uhs or stallings, but
I really gotta get back into practice. I used to do this every day, and now
you're OOP, out of practice.
Oop.
Yeah. So speaking of music, also the K Tronada album's coming out. I wish he had a listening party. Wonder where that's going.
Yeah.
Wonder when that's happening. Everybody's hyping up the song with Childish Gambino, and I'm like, who?
Oh, come on. You'd love that guy.
I love his work. I can separate the art from the artist.
Oh, God. Okay.
That's one of the people I can separate it with. I appreciate the art, but not the artist.
I liked Atlanta. It was good.
Atlanta was great.
And Community. I think that's all I've liked from him. Oh, and the song Toxic with Danny. But I like that mainly because of Danny. And Freaks and Geeks. I love you, Jonathan. Sorry. You are shaking the shit out of the studio. Yeah, K Tronada. I'm not many opinions.
So
I haven't thought about him in
who did
many years.
I talk to? I talked to somebody. I don't know if you were there.
Nicole?
No. Nicole loves K Tronada. But I talked to I don't remember who. I think you were there. But somebody told me that they went to go see K Tronada and he had a huge fit because people weren't vibing to his music and he walked off stage during his set.
I remember that.
Who told that story?
I don't remember.
I think it was the couple that we met in Fort Worth.
I
don't remember who told us that story. Whoever told us that story, can you like remind us who you are? I'm trying to remember who it was.
Maybe it was TikTok. I don't know.
No, it was
No,
like
someone told us.
somebody like told us that they saw Kate Trinata for Float Fest and that nobody was vibing with
Oh
it,
yeah,
so he
maybe it
walked
was
off.
with Matthew.
But like yeah, like I'm just like I heard that he also walked off his recent Mexico set. And I was just like that sucks. Like
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm not saying he's washed. I'm just saying I haven't thought about him in how many years? Like 5+
last year.
years. Yeah, I didn't like it.
What?
You know how I felt about that project.
He's like Keitra literally phoned it in.
For K-Tramine, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff.
But introduced me to Amare, which was cool.
Yeah, I love Amare. I want to see her live
Who
so
is
bad.
going on tour with Gambino.
Is she? Well, she's
She
not going to
is.
be for this location.
Not for Dallas.
No, I wish I could see her though.
But
But
yeah, closing off. I wanted to
there's-
say we have some breaking news. Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep,
boop,
beep, 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 beep.
Breaking news. I think we got accepted as press
Ah!
to the Oak Cliff Film Festival.
Zoom in on the
You
email.
gotta
I
play
want
it-
to see that.
Cool. Play it cool.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No, it's awesome. We've been...
Can I see the email? I can't really. Look at that face I'm making. Sounds like that'll work. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, everybody. Big news. Big news. Big news. We are going to pull up on you guys for the Oak Cliff Film Festival 2024. I have been waiting for this moment for ever since I came here. Literally, the week I moved here, I saw the sign for Oak Cliff Film Fest, and I'd always wanted to go. And I finally did go right after the pandemic, but as a volunteer. And I enjoyed my time there. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Every time, okay, for the past couple years, I'd always have to move. 2022, 2023, I had to move, so I couldn't make it to the Oak Cliff Film Festival. But this moment, it had come full circle because, honestly, one of their main movies is called Cassandra Cat. The Cassandra Cat. And I think that this movie is going to be about me. So, for that weekend, I will not be Cass. I will be Cassandra. So people can make that joke of, they're making a movie about you. Did you see that? And I'm going to be like, yes, I did. That's why I'm here.
I'm so happy you're I'm happy too. I think for us, we really want to get into more local event coverage with our platforms.
Hyper local. Yeah.
Yeah, just hyper local. I love doing it. I really, have always loved. I love journalism and having that journalistic mind, and yeah. So look forward to. We can read some stuff off the press release here.
Yeah, very exclusive information. But
So the theme this year is movies are all around us for Oak Cliff Film Festival. They are. I wish I had the God shot, the backstage shot for this, because the studio's looking wild right now.
Oh no, it's looking.
There's
a
like a
funky.
TV.
It looks like somebody threw a party in here, but it wasn't fun.
So it says, the Oak Cliff Film Festival returns for its 13th installment, inviting you to explore the wild and wonderful world of movies. Experience the bizarre, brutal, and beautiful habits of film in its natural environment, your life. These stunningly unique cinema creatures can only be observed June 20th through 23rd at the historic Texas Theater and other venues in Dallas Oak Cliff neighborhood. Widen your eyes at the discovery that every day is a film festival and movies are all around you. All I can say is last night was a movie.
Oh yeah.
Also, I hope we see some of y'all, see people out there. Like,
yeah,
it'll
please.
be fun.
Like, I would love to see people for the Oak Cliff Film Festival. Like, I always love to see people there. I think that's gonna be my most social weekend. I love being able to talk to people, come out of my shell and talk to people. So also I want to open it up to you guys. We're looking for fourths, implying that the third is the viewer. You are the third, but we'll need a fourth to open it up. Perhaps we need some mood music. The acoustics suck in here, but maybe we could work it out. Maybe it could be campy, and for people who want to play music for us to get us in the mood.
Just to translate that, we're looking for people to come play, like musicians to come play for our show
or
in
just
studio.
Just like shoot the shit with us, man. Like,
or non-musicians, sure, guests.
Yeah, just talk to us.
Anyone who wants to be on the show.
Yeah, give me a hyper niche topic.
Or if you want to be out on an assignment somewhere, shoot something, we can put it on the show.
Yeah, for sure. We're looking for people.
For Oak Cliff Film Festival, we'll talk more about it as it gets closer there, but tell us about the opening night film cast.
God, I swear to God, this film festival feels so personal to me. So it's Omar and Cedric, if this ever gets weird, which are the guys from the Mars Volta, and at the drive-in, I love the Mars Volta. Like, I love them so much, and I'm really happy that this movie only got a release in London, like, in February, and I was so jealous, and I was trying to look at like showtimes here in the States, and the movie came to me this year by having it in Oak Cliff. So I'm really happy about that. It's gonna be like maybe 2 hours of just like their process, their documentary, and I've always wondered how they worked well together, because Omar just seems like the very type A, like, perfectionist, and Cedric just seems like he's all over the place with like ideas and stuff. And I always think like a great duo is like that, where somebody has all the crazy ideas and the other person's just like,
and the other person mansplains and bumps in and says, to translate, I'm such a dick. But to translate that,
yeah, so
I'm just kidding. I hope people know I'm kidding.
Yeah, you are kidding. I've known you for over a year, and I know that you're kidding. Oh, and then also for this year, they're going to have the first animation block, which is a really huge deal. Animation has always been an important movie genre. I don't care what the Oscars say. I don't care what big people, like big film reviewers, say about animation. But I think the general consensus is that animation is a beautiful art form. It should be highly regarded in media, and I'm really excited to see it. So yeah, so as we get closer to the weeks, I'm really excited to I'm really excited to be out in the field. I'm really excited to be talking about all this. And yeah, I just got to say thank you guys. Thank you, Sohill, for helping me get these emails ready, even though I kept sending like the same effed up email every time. And then,
if anyone has anything they want us to cover specifically for Oak Cliff Film Festival, we would love to do that.
Oh, yes. Suggestions below. Maybe some questions. I would really love to talk to some filmmakers and see what they're all about too. I'm really excited to just be in this space, and also at the Texas Theater. Speaking of, we saw a movie last night called Dance or Die for Tuesday Night Trash, which is honestly, like, I love
awesome.
The idea of Tuesday Night Trash. Like,
free movie.
You get what you paid for.
Horrible movie.
Yeah, you get what you paid for. But honestly, sometimes the commentary slaps. I'm just going to say that. I'm just saying that we need a code word for when both of us get too annoyed that we have to move seats. But yeah.
Yeah, there was someone behind. It's okay. She was having a good time. Whatever.
I mean, I don't know. Because,
no, it's not okay. Because she kept saying kiss already whenever there was two guys, like, close to each other.
On Pride Month. That's so absurd. And also, I just want to say that you know, like I don't have anything against talking during the movie, but it's got to be good. It's got to be really good. Like
Yeah,
it's kind of like having hecklers at comedian shows. Like you got to be funny. Like you got to be as funny as.
she thought it was Rocky Horror Picture Show or something.
She thought it
No
was cat.
offense.
She thought I overheard her. She thought it was Cats.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was
don't know
like,
anything about that.
I don't know anything about that either. All I know is the movie was gonna suck, but it was gonna be awesome at the same time. It was a great movie. I don't really understand the ending, but I mean, there was a couple sequences that I really enjoyed. The dancing sequence was pretty. The choreography was like top tier, like pretty good for a movie. I kept comparing it to Gaspar Noé's Climax.
I think it was more like Suspiria. No.
I think so. Like I was feeling like very. I was surprised that like that it was like an anti Coca-Cola, but also an anti Coke movie.
Crazy. Yeah, Pepsi funded this thing. Literally, there was Coke hidden in a bottle of Coke.
The one of the characters opened the bottle of Coke and put it in the sink. Like I was like, damn.
Shots fired.
That's like that must have been crazy to see.
That
in
was
the theater.
like that time's like Kendrick versus Drake.
Yeah,
like,
that
Meet
was
the
not
Grams.
like us, but in a movie scene.
But yeah, Tuesday Night Trash is like the first Tuesday of every month at Texas Theater, and they show B movies for free.
Which is
fun.
Always good.
We took pajamas, but we forgot to change into them.
Oh man, I'm surprised
Next
their
time.
concession stand was still open.
Yeah, I got Eno's pizza. Didn't slap like the one time I got it, and
You got
he
it during
scraped
the
ice
yeah. You got
off
it.
of
You got it the night before the People's Joker. You got it that night, and that man gracefully like, and you knew it was about to slap. Like we looked at each other like,
Yeah, there was so much ice on that pie.
it was good. That's like a core memory. I love it.
I didn't get a timer going. We've been going for a while though.
We'll
I just
go all
wanted to
night
say,
if you want.
I don't have my music anymore, but just imagine the. But just something I wanted to end on. We don't talk about sports ever, but let's go Mavs.
Let's go
They're in the
Mavs.
finals.
Let's
Games
go
tomorrow.
Mavs.
I really want to watch it. Probably won't, but I just like the idea of having it on.
Oh yeah. Wait, are the finals tomorrow?
Game 1.
Oh shit.
So it's
Who
a
are they
series.
playing? Who are
The
they playing
Celtics.
against? The Celtics? I'm betting 6-way parlay.
Oh man, yeah, I'm trying to get into gambling.
I might get into gambling first. Oh, also, as far as TV, we finished Vanderpump Rules last week.
Oh, we gotta talk.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I mean, I'm glad that we are talking about it now, and I guess like I gotta say, I really liked the ending. Like, I really liked it because, like, Ariana would rather go to Applebee's with her boyfriend and 2 other friends than be surrounded by all these people who weren't genuine to her. I mean, maybe Katie was like the most genuine to her, but
it's Katie.
What do you mean, but it's Katie?
I don't know.
Well, Katie was right about Joe. I didn't see that one coming. About Joe being like creepy and weird and off.
Yeah.
And then I hate Schwartz. I've always hated Schwartz. He just seems like a total like, I want everyone to like me type of vibe. But when he went blonde, it was a great look. It's just a shame that he dumped Joe right after. He's like, you dyed my hair. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I hate Lala.
Yeah.
Lauren from
Join the club.
Utah. Shayna, like, I don't know. I have a soft spot for her. She's very little sister coded.
Sheena is horrendous. They're all so I don't like any. I mean, I love them all, but I don't like any of them.
Lisa's the devil, obviously.
Yeah, she's fucking.
Um.
She's being controlled by a little alien in there.
Mhm.
She's like 90 years. I'm sorry. Look,
I love. No, this was a great ending for Ariana, and
I
I
think
love James. James is. I need to see James live.
James is the best like success story out of all this. But
James is performing here in Dallas, right?
yeah, we're gonna go.
James Kennedy, everybody.
We missed him last time.
Yeah, I want to see James Kennedy and DJ. I'd love to meet him.
I just got the pea shivers real bad.
Me too. Also, one more thing. So at the Soft Spots grand opening, we were gonna get tattoos, but then I started to hesitate because I invited a couple friends. We invited a couple friends, and I didn't want I didn't really know how long the tattoos were gonna take, and besides, like, I would rather book a one-on-one session. And also, I'm thinking that like getting tattoos like in September is the move because I won't be like in the pool or anything. Like, I kind of want to go swimming this summer. Also, this is the summer of ceviche, so like, follow us on our ceviche journey. And then also, I was gonna say, like, okay, so we decided to forgo that. I met the coolest person in the world. Offered to stitch and bitch. We'll have to follow up with this person, but not in a creepy way. I just want to talk about the knitting machines you got. But anyway, second coolest person in the world, because the coolest person in the world is Sohill. I love you.
I love you.
And
but
then
third, because it's you, then
you.
me.
Yeah. Oh my god. And then we got 5-minute portraits done by the guys who run Bestu Friendu.
Yes, and I need to credit that. I changed my Instagram profile pic after, when did I get that? Probably 15 years. It was a picture of my Beamer. I really just impulsively changed it. But yeah, thank y'all for the portraits.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Like, even being able to talk to everybody in the table, like they were so chill. Like, I liked it so much. And, the energy's always so good there. Like, I feel so welcome.
It got rained out. So
Yeah.
the Bestu Friendu guys, the two friends who run it, like, all their stuff had to be put away because they were being vendors outside. And then they just opened up this $5 portrait table and just cranked out portraits and, really talked to us for a while, and just turning that situation into, something that's potentially they might be doing even more. It's really inspiring.
It's nice. It's really good. I've been loving, like, being able to go to these events. It's like a really good time to be here in Dallas. Like, there's so many fun stuff going on. This week, we are going to High Mass, and I'm really excited to shake some ass at High Mass. Yora's playing, which is going to be... I only saw them back in 2018, and I got a shirt immediately because I really like their stuff. So it's been years, and I'm freaking ready to see them. And Jillian's coming down. Like, I'm ready. Like, I'm so excited for this. I love a good High Mass. 6 years of service on Friday at Double Wide. So I can't wait. I can't wait to dress up. I can't wait to dress for the summer. Like, I hope, God forbid, we get rained out, but what are you going to do? So, yeah, there's a lot going on, and I'm really excited to take y'all on this journey with us. And, yeah. So, thank you, guys. Thank you so for dealing with me for 2 hours. It's been good. It's been good to be back. And, I have a really good feeling about all this.
Come kiss me.
You come kiss me.
All right.
Season 2. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Who's switching the camera for you? Come kiss me. I love you.
We're back.
We're so back. Come over here. Look at these drawings of us. Look at how similar we look.
What drawings? Oh yeah.
That's me. And that's you.
Looking that way.
Looking that way. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to fade out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is muted.
Oh, that's muted as hell. All right.